to a 10-minute vinyasa flow. This video is just going to focus on how to do a sun salutation. I'm going to walk you through the basic down dog, high plank, low plank, upward facing dog, and then right back to downward facing dog. You can do a sun salutation any time of the day. It's an incredible thing to reset your day, reset your mind, get some energy back, or even just focus on your body and get centered if you're feeling overwhelmed. You can definitely expect to get a little bit of a workout here, and it's perfect to pair with a 5-minute meditation right after. Let's get started. So we're going to start off in child's pose just so we can get grounded. Take your knees out nice and wide, and I want you to focus on your tailbone and your hips here. So when you're ready to walk your hands out, go for it, and make sure your hips are nice and rested on your heels, but your tailbone is scooped underneath you. Automatically, you might feel your core engaged. That's okay. The option is to keep your core engaged or breathe and let it go. So let's set up our child's pose. Remember to take deep breaths in your child's pose. Setting an intention for the next 10 minutes we have together. So no matter where you are, no matter what you're up to, your practice can bring you back to mind, body, and breath. And take 5 deep breaths together. Breathe in. Let it go. Breathe in. Exhale. Last one. Exhale. Let's go right into our downward facing dog. Lift your heels, breathe in. Exhale, heels down. Do that a few more times with me. Breathe in, heels high. Exhale, down. Now take your eyes to your toes. You can see your ankles. Imagine wrapping your inner ankles inward, okay? And imagine wrapping your calves inward as well. So we're doing a slight internal rotation of the thighs. And then do the opposite, externally rotate. So notice the difference of wrapping inward and wrapping outward. And find what works for you. Okay, place every single toe down onto your mat and settle into your heels. And then do the same with your hands. Press into your hands. Press into every single finger. And wrap your biceps back. As if I'm pressing on 2 giant discs under my hand. Picture those discs in a workout class when you put your foot on and it slides. Imagine those are underneath your hands, but they're not sliding that much. You're just putting enough pressure to gently rotate your pinkies out. So I'll say that again. Pinkies wrap towards the mat. So your hands are gently turning outward. So you're getting that movement, but so slight, it feels almost energetic. It's just the tension. Just notice that and relax. Deep breath in. Exhale. So as you breathe in, lift your heels nice and high. Exhale, completely empty your lungs and take a step up to the top of your mat. Feet come together. Halfway lift, hug in your belly muscles, and then fold forward. Make sure to drop your head. Soft bend in the knees is an option. Come all the way up to mountain pose. We're going to come to a stand, reaching your arms up to the sky, and then fold forward. Allow your upper body to come over your thighs. Halfway lift again, hug in your low ribs, and make your way down to your high plank, okay? Option in a high plank, knees down, or even just take one knee. And I say these modifications because we also want to talk about alignment. So shift your wrists underneath your shoulders. Notice what your shoulder blades are doing. So I'm exaggerating some movement here, but imagine the two shoulder blades on your back. Now, if you have space between your shoulder blades, try to move your spine through to make your back a little flatter. And that might be hard to do because we tend to compensate by dumping, but you want to really get intentional. So if you have to take your knees down to do that work, do it. And eventually you'll build the strength to come into that nice high plank. And we'll take one knee down just for this. I'll meet you guys halfway. Make sure your back toes are tucked. Come down nice and low. Elbows stay in line with your ribs. Hover. Push through up dog. Tops of your feet are flat, okay? Shoulders back, head up. Take a deep breath in, and then roll back onto your toes and go right back into your downward facing dog. Deep breath in, let it go. Deep breath in, let it go. And when you're in your down dog, try not to fidget or move or fix yourself. Part of this practice is inviting in stillness and inviting in landing exactly where you are. Sometimes in life, we're faced with things that are challenging, adversity, and your mat can give you that option of sitting in it. Like sit in something that feels a little bit uncomfortable. That's okay. Eyes forward, lift your heels, take a deep breath in, bend your knees, exhale completely, step or hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, shoulders back, fold forward, drop your head. Reach up, mountain pose, nice and high to the sky, and then fold forward over your legs, let your jaw relax. Halfway lift, knit in those low ribs, and then take your hands down to the floor, high plank. Come down nice and low. Remember those elbows are really tucked in towards your ribs. And then push yourself upward facing dog. Notice if you're dumping in your shoulders. Shoulders go back. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. We'll do one more together. Breathe in. Exhale. Lift your heels high. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Rise up, breathing in. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Step back, high plank. To low. Point the toes, press into the tops of your feet. Upward facing dog, heart forward. You can either look up or tuck your chin. Deep breath in. And then use the mat to come back into your downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Let's go. I think we have time for one more. Breathe in. And let it go. Breathe in, heels high. Bend your knees. Step or hop. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Rise up, reach for the sky. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Step back, high plank. Low. Upward dog. Downward facing dog. Come to your knees, take child's pose. 3 deep breaths together. Breathe in. Exhale. Breathe in. Exhale. One more, breathe in, let it go. And walk your hands in towards your legs and come into a seated position. And as you do the sun salutations from the beginning to now, you do build confidence in this practice. And that's exactly what this is. It's a practice. So don't be so hard on yourself. Sometimes when I'm teaching, it's tough because everybody wants to be so good right away, but what you forget is that yoga is a practice. Practice these 10-minute sun salutations every morning and then slowly build on your practice with the next videos that I have. Thank you so much for trusting me and being here with me for this. If you have a question or comment, always reach out and definitely subscribe if you liked this and if you want to know a little bit more about what I'm doing. I hope you have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye!